Hello, everybody. It's Dr. H here at Dr. H Breaks at AAN Collect on Thursday, July 23rd, 2026. We got two breaks for you today. We're going to do a 2022 Topps Gypsy Queen hobby box with two on card autos. And we're also going to rip a box of the new 2026 Topps Chrome Hobby blaster and a finest mega box in the second break. Um, Obviously, I posted everybody's teams that were randomized after you guys each selected your team and your spot. Those have been up. No trades commenced. So the teams that I posted will be your teams for tonight. We'll start with the Topps Gypsy Queen first, and we'll do the Chrome and kind of go from there. I've actually never opened Gypsy Queen before. So I'm kind of excited to do that today. What's up, Anthony? How are you, buddy? So I'm excited to do that. Kind of a sneaky product, a lot of variations in it. I've watched some breaks in anticipation for today that were older, just so I kind of knew what I was going to be opening and what to look out for. But there are some sneaky variations in here, including some City Connect variations. There's some Field of Dreams image variations. I think there's a Jackie Robinson Day variation. There's some parallels where the team logo is put in place of the name of the team that's typically in the bottom right-hand corner. So, for example, for the Red Sox cards, it says BOS in the bottom right-hand corner, but with some of those parallels, it'll have the actual Red Sox logo there. So, got to kind of pay attention and look hard and make sure that I'm putting those aside and sleeving those. So, if for some reason you see me blow through one and I didn't, sleeve it or top load it, just give a shout out and I will correct my mistake. But it's one of those products where it's hard to tell when you have a variation or a parallel because it's so minute as far as the difference. There's also some parallels where the names are don't appear on the card. So if you have Hidden Otani and his name isn't on the bottom of it, that's a parallel. And obviously I'll be on the lookout for those as well. I'll check again once I pack these for you guys to pick up. Hopefully I don't miss anything on that. So that's the Topps Gypsy Queen 2022. We should get 2 on-card autos. There should be 3, I think, Chrome variations in there as well. They were top loaders in the past, but in the 2022 product, they were actually mixed into packs. So we'll see how that goes. I don't think you ever missed anything. I really haven't yet, Anthony, although nothing that anybody's pointed out to me. I double and triple check before I pack and send them off to you guys. And I usually, once I'm done going live, I always check before I leave, just because I want them to be pack fresh for you guys and to end up in your hands just as I ripped them from the box. So that'll be Gypsy Queen. Then we'll move on to the 2026 Topps Chrome and Finest break. I'm excited for that. I've watched a bunch of breaks. I was actually in one on Monday, surprisingly, a couple days before it actually released. There was a breaker that was ripping that with Finest Hobby. So I actually did that because the Mets were way underpriced in that break, and actually hit pretty good in that. So, but we'll do that second. I'll show you guys some examples. I'll talk to you a little bit about the MVP buyback. You guys probably know about it for the most part, but I'll explain it and I'll kind of give you my take on the buyback. There's definitely, I think, some cards that you can use for the buyback, but then there's probably some that are available for you to trade in, but you probably shouldn't. So I'll kind of share a story with you guys on that, and hopefully you guys can make some good decisions when the time comes. If any of your cards are the MVP for the AL or NL this year, so that's how we're gonna roll here, guys. I have a givey for both of the breaks. I did one for each. We'll do a Project 70 card for both of them. Yeah, we'll go from there. I may have time for personals. I'll let you guys know. These are straight from the shop. Nick's got a hobby. Those are $330. I may have time to do something like that. Blasters with the tax and everything are $44. So if you guys want to do those, I may have time to do those as well. All right, so why don't we get going? Hey, Sean, how are you? So the Gypsy Queen teams, as posted: Mets, Reds, Athletics, Godfrey, Orioles, Twins, Marlins, Astros, Rangers, Guardians, Padres, Brewers, Angels, Machete, Braves, Yankees, Cubs, Duncan, Phillies, Rockies, Mariners, Reganis, Blue Jays, Giants, Cardinals, Bell, Tigers, Red Sox, Pirates, Gaffney, Nationals, D-backs, White Sox, Godfrey, and Dodgers, Royals, Rays, the Gerardos. So those are our teams, guys. All right. Let's get going here. Just going to set this up a little bit more. We'll get rid of the next break for now. Put that to the side. Leave that sort of on camera. All right, guys, good luck. Here we go. Thinking about, depending on how today goes, doing some other Gypsy Queen. So I'll appreciate your feedback on that. I've been purchasing actually a lot lately for breaks. Empty box. So I'll share with you guys some different things that we may be able to break here in the future. Machetes hooked me up with a nice box to break, which I'm excited about. I'll show you guys that. When I was getting ready for this break, number one, I saw how hard it was to open these packs. So number two, it's a 2022 product. Wander Franco obviously was not in jail at the time, and the guy I was watching kept talking about, wanting to hit Wander Franco. It's funny what happens over the course of 4 years. He also was showing off his prize Trevor Bauer card, which that didn't age too well either. So there we go. Man. All right. All right, guys, here we go. Good luck. Got Vlade for the Rockies. Anthony Rizzo for the Yankees. I don't think that's one of the variations. No. Gary Sanchez. Manny Machado. Tommy Pham. Trey Turner. Kyle Tucker. Todd Grisham. Reese Hoskins. Mike Clevenger. Smith. Chris Sale as a Red Sox. And behind that, we've got our first Chrome card, and that is not a bad one. Jose Ramirez for the Guardians. Nice card. We've got Tavares, Kepler, Marquez, Sterling Marte, Jean Patino, Joey Votto, Eloy Jimenez, Sperling, Garcia, and Moustakis. All right, guys, here we go. We got Mountcastle for the Orioles. Williams, Diaz, Vaughn. Oh, we've got one of the parallels. Sorry about that. We got Shane Bieber on the Gems. Another Guardians card. Could be a Guardians box. We will find out. They do have mini cards in this. Obviously, I don't know what you would call this. I guess a mini card, but it's not the classic mini card like the Allen and Ginter or anything like that. Yeah, the packaging's kind of tough. You'd think these were, $1,000 a box. Pearson, Paddock. There's an Acuna for the Braves. Nice. Carlos Correa. There's an Aaron Judge. That is not one of the parallels or variations. I don't think, but I'll make sure. Another Jimenez, Dunning, Austin Riley, Luis Arias for the Twins. I forgot he was on the Twins, actually. Seems like he's been on every team the last 5 years. Here's a Joey Ryan rookie for the Twins. We've got Fairchild. We got a Mike Trout for the Angels. Trammell, and behind that we have a See the Future Nick Madrigal. I think that is numbered. It is to 250 for the Cubbies. The base version of this are similar in color to these other base cards we've been going through. So Madrigal to 250. You got Baz on the Rays prior to becoming an Oriole, and Byron Buxton. And Acuna. So no auto yet. Let's finish the stack. I think I figured out that it's easier to open these from the bottom. I think I got a system now, Anthony, so packaging isn't as bad. I lied. That's what I get for opening them off. There we go. All right, guys, we got Alcantara for the Marlins. Jacob deGrom as a nutty. Zach Greinke. This is William, I think, Contreras. Yep, William Contreras as a Brave. Rasmussen, Yu Darvish, Soroka, Hassel, Lopez, Brian Hayes, EJ LeMahieu, Jose Abreu. Nope, that's not one of the variations. Oh, that is a variation. There you go. The missing name for the Brewers, Josh Hader. Nice. These are not guaranteed in a hobby box. I can't remember the odds on them, but definitely not guaranteed. In fact, the one that I was watching yesterday did not include one. So we've got Choi and we've got Rafi Devers. All right. So we got 2 autos left. Still. Have you guys opened up any Topps Chrome yet? I just did the one value box. I have a hobby that I'm keeping for myself that I haven't opened yet. Definitely got some die cut and smaller cards in this set here. In the stack, we got Derek May, Bregman, Patrick Corbin, Donaldson, and there's our first auto. It is a De La Cruz, but it is not Ellie. It is Brian. For the Fish. The Fish always hitting my brakes. Going to Machete. You haven't opened any yet, Scott? Got Creamer, Espinal, Aaron Nola, Young, O'Neal Cruz rookie, Dante Bichette, Alina Weathers, Kim. Our next Chrome is Jose Altuve for the Astros. Boat, Haniger, Verdugo, Ryu, Singer, Lars Nootbaar. Here's a Vladdy Guerrero, and behind Vladdy is Ryan Mountcastle. See the future, not numbered, just the base on that. Going to the Orioles. I'm liking the 26 Chrome better than the 25 Chrome, which you can still find in hobby shops. Actually, it was a lot of, parallels that, people really weren't fond of. It had kind of a weak rookie class. So, but the reason why I kept this at 15 team break, one of the reasons was to keep it, cheaper for you guys, number one. Number two was because there were enough teams. There's really 14 or 15 strong teams. And behind that, we've got another one of the gems. We got Juan Soto. Oh, that's a great card. For the Nationals. Going to the Godfreys. So, even with it not filling, and I ended up with 3 of the 15 spots, I still ended up with 3 of the top teams. So, in my opinion. So it seems promising based on what I've seen out of that product so far. Nice rookie class, a lot of which have autos, a lot of nice short prints. Some of them are actually retail exclusives. I don't know whether you guys know that or not. There's actually retail exclusive autographs in the blaster boxes too. I actually hit one in the one blaster box I opened, but they're not well-known names by any means. Typically, I think there's like 30 retail exclusive autographs in the product. Whose auto did I pull for the Mets? Well, luckily it is a guy I've seen pitch before, pitching in Syracuse last season, and he's got a great first name, Jonathan Pintaro, out of 299. So I'm not sure. I haven't seen him pitch in the majors this year, and I haven't gotten to a Syracuse Mets game yet. But it was actually a Mets blaster box that I opened. I'll show you guys later. Before the break, I'll show you. But some of the best cards that came out of it, 3 of the best cards were all Mets. So, Ian Anderson, Pablo Lopez. You know, and the chances of hitting an autograph in the blasters is like 1 in 10 blasters. So the one I opened was one of them. Matt Chapman, Marcus Seaman, Tyler Glasnow, Brandon Nemo, Cabrera, Goldschmidt, Max Fried as a Brave, Yastrzemski. Yeah, you know, not bad. I definitely made out on that box. And like I said, I'll show you later just so you can see some of the cards. But there's Garrett Cole. You know, I hit a Ohtani base out of it, so that's worth $20 on the buyback right there. Connor Long, Ursula, Gavin Sheets, Upton, Ray Soler, Swanson. There's a Roger Maris, Dominic Smith, and Coir for the Royals. All right, 1 auto left, guys. Yeah, so those are, you know, $40 blasters. But, you know, definitely I think I made out okay on mine. Hitting a potential buyback card, you're already at least, you know, getting half your money back on that. So pretty sure unless something happens to Ohtani getting injured or something, that he's going to be the NL MVP again this year. I think Alvarez is kind of running away with it in the American League too, but got McKenzie, White, Maeda, Peterson, Arenado, and behind that we've got Park. Boy Park to $3.99, I think. And that's a bookend. $3.99 at $3.99. Not sure he's in the league anymore, but here's his rookie card. For the Pirates. Olivares, Madrigal. There's Francisco Lindor. Perdomo, Contreras. And we've got another gem, and it's Ryan Mountcastle again. You like to hit his parallels, I guess. I don't know. Walker Buehler. I'm not even going to pretend to pronounce that last name. Trevor Story. Flores. Luis Robert. Jackie Bradley Jr. Terry. Garcia. We've got blue. Is that an auto? It is not an auto, but all right. It is Hyesung Kim, this time to 99. All the Mountcastles, all the Kims. Can't remember if I show that card. Garcia there. London. Rooker. Telemarte. Got Hader. Brantley. Bieber. Gonzalez. Mookie Betts. Travis Darno. Segura. And ooh. Boo. Wander Franco. For the Rays, Gerardo's. Cut it. Get rid of it. Burn it. I can't burn it. But I can cut it. Let me know. If you let me know on the break, I will destroy it. If not, I will let you destroy it. All right, we got 1, 2, 3, 4 left, guys, with one auto left to be hit. It'd be nice to hit a Witt, Rodriguez, Cal Raleigh, even though he's not playing all that well. All of them. I need the Gerardos to give me the go-ahead, Sean. If they do, there's scissors somewhere in this place. I will grab them and I will cut it. All right, guys, let's hit a big auto here. Good luck. We've got Profar, Chapman on the Yankees, Noah, Craig Biggio. Well, not Craig Biggio, but Gavin Biggio, sorry. Forgot his name there. We got Rafi Devers for the Red Sox. Oh, we got an extra one of the gems. Usually there's 3 in a box. You really want to cut, huh, Sean? You're throwing emojis up now. Matt Olson on the Athletics. Garrett Crochet. Randy Arozareno. Ashby. Luis Lizardo. There's Juan Soto. See the future, Jonathan India. Let's hit something. Let's hit something. We got Stanton for the Yankees. Evaldi. Grandal. Murphy. Guerrero. Where's this auto? Garcia. Is it? Eddie Freeman. Ooh, what is that? We got black and white. That may be our auto, guys. Escobar. That would be nice. Lowe. Gardner. Albert Pujols as a Dodger. Man, is that weird to look at. Blake Snell. Mod Rosario. Chris Bryant. Christian Patch. Perez. Springer. Let me just check to see if we had any of the team variations. No. All right, well, that must be our auto then. I did not realize there was any. Looks like a black and white card. Let me see. I don't know. I can't find it on the. Oh yeah, black and white. That's to 50. So that'll be to 50. 1 in 253 hobby packs. Hobby only. Auto to 50. Good luck, guys. Let's see. It is going to be for the. I'm not sure. Oh, is this a. going to be for the Diamondbacks. It is Dalton Varsho. 31 out of 50. Current Blue Jay, I believe, right? Dalton Varsho to 50. Going to the Diamondbacks. And that is the Godfreys. Wit would have been nice, but no Wit today, guys. No Julio, no Wit. I think that's the first time in a 2022 product we haven't hit one of those two guys. Kind of crazy. All right, we'll go ahead and we'll move these off to the side. We'll go over the hits here. Was that this season? I didn't see it, Sean. The catch. Yeah, no Ohtani's either. Yeah. Kind of crazy. Neat cards. Just no really big names, unfortunately. All right, guys. We've got Juan Soto on the gems. We've got Nick Madrigal on the See the Future to 250. Shane Bieber gems. Jose Ramirez on the chrome. You've got Hoy Park to 399. Ryan Mountcastle Be the Future. Jose Altuve on the chrome. Brian De La Cruz rookie auto for the Fish. Josh Hader missing nameplate for the Brew Crew. Rafi Devers gems. We've got Ha-Sung Kim to 99 for the Padres. Yeah, for the Padres. Ryan Mountcastle gems. Jonathan India, See the Future, and Dalton Varsho on card auto to 50. Going to the Diamondbacks. All right. Yeah, it was last season. I'll have to look at it. I'll have to look it up. All right, let's randomize break or the Gibby. How do I want to do this? Let's see. I think we'll roll for it, and then I'll spin the wheel because the wheel's set up missing one of the 10 cards from last week, so does not have 10 spots. All right, guys. 10-sided dice here. We'll see who gets it. It is number 9, spot 9. I will show you. There it is. And that is the Godfreys. It's going to be a Godfrey break. The Godfreys. All right. Now we'll spin to see what card you guys get. Then we will move on. So we used number 2 last week, so I took that out. All the other ones are still in play. Number 7. Number 7. They should be in. Well, they're not in order. 5, 6, 7. There's 7. There's number 7 on the Project 70, and we've got a Ted Williams Teddy Ball Game Project 2020. This is one of the newer ones I purchased. This is a Ben Baller card. He's one of the more popular artists on these cards. He had his own, I think, Allen and Ginter Chrome set too in 2022. So Ben Baller Going to the Godfreys. Ted Williams. Thanks, guys, for being part of this break. Plus $5 break credit. Cool. All right. So that was 7. So I'll have to delete 7 from the wheel. All right, guys. So now I guess we'll get to hopefully the main event. hopefully. I think maybe we'll start with the blaster, and then we'll I don't know, maybe do Topps Finest after that, and then we'll get to the hobby box. If you guys are interested, like I said, I do have blasters here for sale. Grab some off the shelf from Nick here. If you guys are interested, I can probably do some personals. If anybody wants to do a hobby, I have them. They're $330. I can probably have time to do one hobby tonight, and then if somebody wants to do a jumbo, I am not your guy because I am not ripping a box that expensive without you physically coming in and taking it off the shelf yourself. So I can't remember how much they are here. I think the jumbos are $600 if I'm not mistaken. But anyway, all right. So we'll start with the value box, blaster, whatever you guys want to call it. Show you guys the teams here. Oops, there we go. So like I said, I did end up with the 3 spots that did not fill. Godfrey has Blue Jays and Nationals. Bell, Reds and Padres. Machete has Brewers, Rays, A's, D-backs, Cubs, Braves. Bell has Royals and his Yankees. I know he's pretty psyched about that, right, Anthony? Reganis has White Sox and Mariners. Gaffney, Tigers, Marlins. I have the Mets and Twins. Duncan got his Angels and the Phillies. I took the Cardinals and was randomized the Giants. Reganis has Astros and Orioles. I have Guardians and Rangers. And then Gerardo has Pirates. Got the Dodgers randomized, Red Sox, and Rockies. Again, very surprised the Cardinals were up for grabs, and the Guardians and Mets. Those are definitely 2 of the top 15 teams, and I think really the 15 that you guys selected were the top teams in this break. So, but lots of good teams. Sean, you're hitting a Marlins superfractor today, my friend. Definitely like a Marlins. Marlins right now. It was the Twins at one point. I don't know if you guys remember that, but that was kind of crazy, the Twins. So I'll show you my blaster really quick that I opened. Not bad. I showed you that Pintaro. It's a $2.99. I had a Shohei big ticket. That's like a $14 card. That's not bad. I got the Shohei base, so worth $20 on the buyback if he wins MVP. Yeah, Colson Montgomery, Peyton, nice Chase Burns, Carson Bench, Sam Basallo on the Wrecking Crew. And then I just think these are neat cards. The baseball seams variation. I hit Lindor, so definitely a Mets box. Really nice. The photos are really nice. The cards look really nice. The centering isn't spectacular on them, but I think all in all, it's a nice product. And some of the short print stuff is really awesome, including the retail exclusive short prints. There's a short print called Static, I think. That's really neat. There's a couple other ones that are retail exclusive. So yeah. So here we go, guys. Calvin Joe. And the blaster. Marlins, Rockies, and Twins. Yeah, the Rockies are the other one, right? If you have the Rockies in my break, you're getting an auto. No doubt. I don't know if you guys saw too. I did post the current odds for MVP for the American League and National League. I figured I'll top load the top 5 every week. Obviously, Tani's probably going to run away with that. Alvarez looks like he is too, but just so you guys can keep those separate in case they get the buyback, they get the MVP.
Don't count on Caminero.
Don't count on Caminero. So, all right, guys, good luck. We start out with Carson Williams, Bubba Chandler, Mason Wynn, and we've got a red, white, and blue Drake Baldwin for the Braves. I believe the red, white, and blue are retail exclusives as well. So, nice looking card. Neat looking card. Got Austin Riley. That's actually the red, white, and blue I hit in my blaster. Shane Smith. We've got Sammy Sosa insert. The Chrome Rivals. Suarez. Luis Morales. Got Akamoto. So all of a sudden you're seeing a lot of these top rookies coming out. Carlos Correa. Got Zach Gallen on the Ray Wave. Corey Seager. Brendan Donovan. Christopher Sanchez. And Kyle Schwarber on the Wrecking Crew. I don't know if I ever told you guys my story when I got the Marlins in a break, and I was devastated. It was sort of an expensive break. I end up with the Marlins. I only bought one spot. I think I did say this story actually. So I end up, that's the only spot I get. I end up winning the buyer givey, and the buyer givey for that break, again, an expensive break, was a random Bob Ross Fro card from 2025 Bob Ross. And I think there were 5 or 6 that you can be randomly assigned. So I end up winning the givey, and I end up hitting the Aaron Judge Fro. I've had that at PSA since January. And there's a rumor it should be here in the next week or two. So hopefully I get to see it again. And I did not hit on the fish in that break. Yeah, the Happy Mistakes cards. Are you familiar with those cards, Anthony? I'll show you a picture of it. The Bob Ross cards. It's the best set of 2025, and the prices for a box are insane right now. They're over $2,000. Luckily I did some breaks in that before it got super popular. So I have the Mets. I have a bunch of teams, like full team sets of that. Yeah, so I can show you the Fro. I have the Juan Soto as well. But that was a purchase. Let me see if I can find it. Yeah, I've had cards out to PSA since January in bulk grading, and sometimes I have to go back and look at the photo just to remember what I sent. Here it is. Yeah, there it is. So these are all cards that I sent to PSA back in January. There's the Juan Soto Fro. Happy Mistakes card. And then there's the Judge. Yeah, it's with the wit. Yeah, there's the wit right there. Soto to 5. Elian Pena, $299, and then Ohtani to $250. Anyway, so yeah, so never give up on the Marlins. Never give up on the fish. All right, let's finish this blaster, guys. We got Christian Yelich. We got Colson Montgomery on the 75th anniversary. Behind that, Future Stars, Nick Kurtz. Great card. I love these cards too. Not big cards, they're not short print, but pretty nice cards. We've got the seams, Nolan Schanuel for the Angels. That's going to Duncan. Loves his Angels. Alex Freeland, rookie for the Dodgers. Springer, Matt Chapman, Joe Ryan, Shane Bieber, Cody Bellinger. Here's Juan Soto. And behind him is a Sam Basallo big ticket for the Orioles. Soto is actually fourth best odds to win NL MVP. All right, guys. Move on to that Mega. Finest Mega. I told you, Basallo. He's my guy. He is my guy. All right, we'll do the Mega next. So with the Topps buyback, so for those of you not familiar with it, every year, typically with Topps Chrome, you can trade in the base cards or their variations, numbered things like that, when they have won the MVP. And usually they'll announce it. The shops that accept these cards, they'll announce it as well. And then you have a period of time where you can trade it in. For example, you hit an Ohtani base like the one that I had, I can trade that in for $20 store credit here at AAN. They do this. They participate in this. The refractors, the base refractors are $40. Any cards numbered to 100, over 100, I think are $100. And then anything numbered less than 100 is $200 worth of store credit. So it's worth it to keep these cards together, know who's in the running, and know where they are in case you want to trade any of it in. So I guess my story, I hit an Ohtani in 2024 Topps Chrome. It was numbered to 275. I decided to keep it instead of trading it in for store credit. I would have got, $100 for it. I think even back then it was the same $100. So I kept it. I ended up having it graded. It graded to 10. This is now a $700 card. I'm not sure, other than the Ohtani base, that I would trade those in, because they seem to be worth more than what the trade allotment is a lot of the times. Yordan Alvarez wins for the American League. I'm not sure that his cards will hold up nearly as much, so it may not be a bad idea to use those and participate in the buyback. But for me, it's going to be hard for me to give up any Ohtani for a buyback. Yeah, Basallo, with Basallo and a lot of some of these other rookies, Sean, there's so many young guys, young rookies playing well. You hear about Weatherholt, and, you heard about Cags and Roman Anthony at the beginning of the season. But a lot of these young guys this year are just good baseball players. And Basallo does get overshadowed. I mean, the Orioles aren't playing that great as a team right now. They should be one of the best offensive teams in the league, and They are not. All right, guys. Let's do some finest. Common again. Ooh, we got, is that gold? You have gold back there. Mookie Betts. Vladdy Guerrero common. We've got an uncommon Tatis, and yeah, that's gold. We'll put that aside right now. We've got Roman Anthony on the team finest. We've got Manny Machado on the world's finest. I really do like these cards. Got my rookie. Dylan Cruz, Andrew Painter, Nolan McLean rookie. Ooh. Finest futures to 10 on the Rangers. That is me. See, come on, guys. You got to take these spots. Oh, it's spot 13. My Guardian spot. Wyatt Langford to 10. That's a nice looking card. Yeah, it's going to me, Anthony. I say this wholeheartedly. I would rather it goes to you guys. Much rather it goes to you guys. We got Grant Taylor on the rare mini diamond for the White Sox. Roman Anthony, Juan Soto, Ketel Marte, Trey Turner, Carson Williams. We've got Vladdy on the team finest, Kevin McGonigal, rookie. We've got Miz. Those rookies are just loaded. Brandon Sproat, uncommon Jackson Holiday, and we got Jacob Wilson on the mini diamond. Start these over here. I will sleeve and top load those rookies in there, by the way, guys. All right, we'll hold on that. I think it's gold, although I was tricked last week thinking that the gold was actually yellow. So, yeah, 2 bookends today. That is true. Let's hit an auto. That doesn't go to me. Or that gold, that doesn't go to me. You got Drake Baldwin, Kyle Schwarber, Harry Ford. You got an Ellie uncommon. Aaron Judge, world's finest. That's a good card. That's worth a few bucks. And we've got another Roman Anthony team's finest. Same box. Am I missing something? Is one numbered? Nope. Yordan Alvarez. Perez. We got Cam Schlitter. Oh, we got an upside down card behind Cam. That's probably an auto. All right. We got Jonah Tong on the mini diamond rookie. Jose Ramirez, Akamoto, Acuna. There's our guy. We got Chase Burns on the arrivals. Man, what a pitcher. And we got Connor Griffin behind that. This is a box, guys. This is a box of mega. We've got Judgy. We've got a Yamamoto. We've got Sal Frelick on the rare. And we've got Chase DeLauder on the mini diamond. Nice. I'll see these quick. And we'll see what we got. Let's go with the gold first. Every time. Judge and Yamamoto. Every time. I was expecting more from Tong this year. We'll see what happens. Not pitching all that great for the Syracuse Mets. This mega box came from AAN. Just so you guys know. Is this yellow? This might be yellow. It's hard to tell. I don't know. Let's rip the Band-Aid off. Going to the Nationals. Brady House, rookie to 50. That is gold. That is gold. Going to the Nats. That's going to the Godfreys. Having a bit of a break today as far as the hits go. Brady House to 50. And then behind Cam, I'm pretty sure this is an auto. Oh, here we go. We'll just flip it over. 1, 2, 3. That is not an auto. Oh, well. It's Nathan Eovaldi. It's another Rangers card for me to 250. Rare. Oh, well. Would have been sick if it was an auto. And there's Cam. All right, guys. Let's go with the Chrome Hobby. Last but not least. How's Brady House been? I don't know. He should be a superstar with how much I've seen of him. Let's see. 7 home runs, 25 RBIs, batting .227. So, nothing crazy. Nothing crazy. All right, guys. Let's hit the hobby box. So there should be one auto, at least one auto in this box. Empty box. We'll start left today. Like I said, lots of great SSPs. Really good rookie class as far as autos go. Obviously, hoping to hit any Ohtani base or variation of the base as far as the buyback goes. Right off the bat, there's Akamoto on the 75th anniversary. We got Logan Webb, Aaron Judge on the big ticket player. Matt Olson, Cutchin. We got Cags. Is that a refractor? It is not. No, not a refractor. We got Cags rookie. Marcelo Mayer. Perdomo. Henry Davis. Is that a variation? $539. No, that's not his variation. All right. Not a variation. It's got a crazy print line in the middle of it, though. Castillo. We've got a Kyle Stowers refractor, Spencer Schwellenbach, Chase DeLauder rookie, Vargas, Kevin Gaussman refractor, Jaron Duran, Michael King. Is that red? That is red. That is red to 5. Behind that, we got Ellie. Also not an image variation. Red to 5. That be our auto too? That would be nice. All right, guys. Much easier to open than the Gypsy Queen. All right, guys, here we go. Carson Benj, rookie for the Metis. Byron Buxton, big ticket. Julio Rodriguez. Trent Grisham. Image variation. No. Caleb Durbin. We got Kevin McGonigal on the Future Stars. Behind that, we've got Roger Clemens on the Chrome Rivals. Brian Wu, Julio Rodriguez on the 75-year. Mason Miller, that looks like a refractor. That is. And there's a Jordan refractor. Nice. So that's a $40 card if he wins MVP. And behind him is Juan Soto. Unlikely, but you never know. Bibby, Nathan Church, Jacob Marcy, Matt Chapman, George Kirby, Mason Barnett. Oh, we've got a green for the Yankees. I'll pull that. That's to 99. Green for the Yankees. It's going to you, Anthony, right? It is Trent Grisham. Almost a bookend. 98 out of 99. Judge would have been nice, but it's a Yankee. Grisham to 99. This is a wall card, probably a $40 card, so that belongs on the wall. Going to the Astros. I was debating locking the Astros for that reason. I may do that in the future. Scott was smart to take them in this break, because he does look like he's running away with it at this point too. Yeah, he's a good player. Trent Grisham is a good player. It's definitely one of those guys you want on your team. Unlike Cavallero or Chisholm. He probably balances the two of them out. Third row here, guys. Good luck. We got Bryce Matthews. God, it seems like he's been a rookie forever. I don't know why. Here's a McGonigal rookie. Boo, Bryce Harper refractor. Boo, Christopher Sanchez. Ronald Acuna. Roman Anthony rookie. Is that a refractor? I don't think so. Nope. Josh Bell. Mason Wynn. Noah Cameron. Warming Barnabell. Andrew Painter, rookie refractor. Dylan Cease. Owen Casey. Alec Burlinson. We've got Ketel Marte on the Wrecking Crew. CJ Abrams. Connolly Early. Roberto Hernandez. Oh, there's our auto. Bob Seymour. Bob Seymour. I think he fixed my refrigerator the other day. Bob Seymour. For the Rays. Who had the Rays? Machete had the Rays. Congrats on your Bob Seymour. I was hoping it was going to be a JJ or something, or that card out of 5 was going to be our auto. Savvy Perez. Well, a little bit of a bummer there. But hopefully that's a big card out of 5. Bob Seymour. I would have even taken a Bryce Harper auto. All right, guys. Last row. Let's get something big out of this one, too. That's actually what I was thinking, Sean, as well, but I wasn't quick enough to say that. Anybody interested in personals, let me know. We should have a contest. Best Bob Seymour joke. Oh, took the wind out of the sails. Bob Seymour. Just let me know what you want, Anthony. The blaster or the hobby box. If you take the hobby, hopefully you don't hit a Bob Seymour. Jack Leiter, Maximo Acosta, Jordan Beck Refractor, Brett Beatty, Josh Naller. That's how I feel right now because of Bob. I'll let you pick which box too. Oh, this is not a big card coming up behind Justin Verlander, but I love these cards. And that is a Paul Skeens. So that's not a bad card, actually. Paul Skeens Perspectives. I mean, I wish that was a short print. It's just such a cool looking card. It's a really neat card. Going to the Pirates. That's a Gerardo card. I have a sneaking suspicion that these are going to become a short print going forward. Just really, isn't that focusing? There we go. Just a really neat looking card. Otto Lopez, All-Star, playing well. Alcantara, Jimmy Crooks on the refractor. Carlos Rodon. There was a Murakami for the White Sox. Going to Scott. Perez, Mike Trout, Wrecking Crew. Julio Rodriguez, Luis Arias, Will Banfield, Cody Ponce, Max Scherzer. Max Scherzer. All right, guys, let's see what that out of 5 is. Guess I'll sleeve Jimmy Crooks refractor. Why not? Murakami base. I think that belongs on the wall. I think that belongs up there. We'll put them up there. All right, guys. Let's see who's behind Shane Baz. We've got a Cubby. That's a machete card right there. Is it a rookie? I don't think so. Michael Bush. Bookend, 1 out of 5. Going to the Cubs. I don't think that's an image variation, but it almost looks like it should be. Michael Bush out of 5 for the Cubbies. Now that finest box may have been better than the Topps Chrome Hobby. May have been better. Here's Michael Bush to 5. Yeah, definitely a bookend kind of day. This Skeens is my favorite card. Let's do a recap here, guys. Yeah, that sounds good, Anthony. It's going to go right to Nick in the shop. All right, so break recap, guys. Brady House to 50. Nick Kurtz Future Stars. Didn't mean to put that there, but that's okay. Uvalde to 250. Rare for the Rangers. World's Finest Aaron Judge. Chase Lauder. Mini Diamond Rookie. Wyatt Langford, 10 out of 10. Paul Skeens on the Perspectives. Just nasty looking card. Murakami base rookie. Shanwell on the seams. Drake Baldwin, red, white, and blue. Rob Seymour. Rookie auto for the Braves. Future Stars Kevin McGonigal. Yordan Alvarez refractor. Possible $40 towards the MVP buyback. Trent Grisham to 99. And Michael Bush. 1 out of 5 bookend for the Cubbies. All right, guys. And I did sleeve that Soto just in case, although Ohtani's running away with that MVP. All right, let's go ahead and we will randomize the Project 70 or 2020 card. Oh, how am I going to do this? Because I got 15 spots. Oh, I got a 15 wheel, I think. Let me pull up that wheel, guys. Yep, I do. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. If one of my spots win, I am going to respin, just so you guys know. Spot 8. That is going to the Gaffneys. The guys that never win a Givey. Winning the Givey. Although I'm still in your good graces with the Cags, I think, right? All right. Let's spin the wheel here. See what card you guys end up with. Card number 9. Card number 9. Let's see. 7. Did we already use 9? Nope. There it is. Card number 9. Let's see who you guys get. Sean, you are getting my man, Francisco Lindor. For the Mets, this is a Keith Shore card, who's also had his own set of cards for Topps. Project 70, 2021. Almost kept that card. Card plus break credit. You hit a givey, Sean. It was bound to happen. Bound to happen, my friend. Very good. All right, so future breaks. I am thinking about running this Chrome back. I'm thinking about doing it as a 10 spot instead of 15. Obviously, it'll be more expensive, but the price breakdown would be the same as a 15 spot break. So, I think it maybe was $40 a spot, maybe as a 10 spot break. Let me see. $42. So if I do it as a 10 spot, it'll be 42. If I do it as a 15 spot, it'll be a 28. Yeah, so no Tommy Lasorda. The Tommy Lasorda is actually not a bad card. When I looked it up, I hadn't looked it up before, Sean, and it's actually a really good card. So I may keep that one now. We'll see. If I pull it out, I'll tell you. Just for transparency's sake. But anyway, so if I do it as a 10 spot, if I run it back, it'll be $42. If it's a 15, it'll be 28. I'm debating what I want to do with that next week. I'm not quite sure. I have some pro debut coming. I have 2024 pro debut currently, a jumbo. You can hit Skeens and Miz autos out of that, actually. I have some gallery 2020 and 2021. I have 2024 Heritage Mini. And then the Machetes were kind enough to think of me and message me when they were at a card store out of state. Said, hey, I'm at this card store. They got some cool stuff. Said, what do they have? Sent me some photos, and I ended up purchasing 2023 Bowman's Best. 4 autos. One of my favorite products of all time. This is actually what got me back in the hobby. It's the first hobby box I bought from Nick, actually, and I hit these 2 out of it, Skeens and Jackson Holiday, which isn't as big of a card now, but back when I hit it, it was pretty big. But Skeens to 250, Gemman 10, had it graded. So a little bit of nostalgia there. Gonna do this at some point. I'd like to keep it for myself, but I'm gonna break it. I don't think it'll be next week, but there's a chance it could be. I'm trying to think what else I have, but I think if you guys are good with that, we'll go with the Chrome again, similar to today, and then another break. Oh, I think I have 2020 Pro Debut coming as well. I might do that. I may do the 2020, or it could be 2021. I can't remember, but that's actually not an expensive break if I do that. I got a great deal on those cards. That's like a $20 break for a 10 spot. So I'll let you guys know. I'll post tomorrow. I'll do Chrome again. We'll see if we can top Bob Seymour. It's hard not to. No offense to him if he's watching. So that's the plan, guys. I'll probably be running through the last week of August. That last week of August, I'm probably going to not break. But I'll let you guys know more as the time comes. I am keeping track, too, of the free break. I do plan on doing one around Christmas time, just like similar to the last one, most likely. Probably not a gallery product, probably something else, but I am planning on doing that free break again for the top 10 buyers. Yeah. So, yeah. So if anybody wants personal, I have time probably for some blasters. I probably have time for one hobby. Let me know. I think Anthony, you said you wanted one with blasters. I'll let you choose from one, two, or three, left to right. Yeah, that skis is one of my favorite cards. That's never going to go anywhere. Number one. All right. I trust you sent the payment, Anthony. I'm not going to look. And I'll top load and sleeve all this stuff for you. I do have your other cards too that you purchased at Dontrell Willis. So I'll have that package in these cards for you as well. And that Judge I threw in as well for you. All right, we'll do the first 4 packs here. Good luck, Anthony. Nick Pavetta, Owen Casey. There's Bobby. There's Bobby Witt. They love Bobby Witt sliding photos and tops. Julio Abreu on the red, white, and blue. Hitting well for the surging Red Sox. Hernandez, Augustin Ramirez. Got Acuna on the 75th. Cags on the big ticket. Manny Machado, Vargas, Bryce Terang, Hunter Goodman. That's a refractor. I don't know. Is he going to be a Yankee? There's rumors. Trevor Story, Shane Baz, Jesus Luzardo, and we got former Medi, Brandon Nemo on the seams. That's what I'm hearing. Ooh, I like that card on the back. I like that card on the back, Anthony. Chris Sale. O'Neill Cruz. I don't think this is a variation. Nope. 539. There it is. Shohei Ohtani Wrecking Crew. Nice card. Jimmy Crooks. Chris Bryant. Ivan Herrera. Ray Wave Suarez. And there's Jordan. Not a refractor, but $20 card if he wins MVP. Lindor. David Ortiz and Denzel Clark. Refractor. So definitely think you got your money back on that box, Anthony. Not a bad box at all. Anybody else want one? I will pay Nick if you guys want to grab one. Not bad. There's your $40 right there. I'll probably do some next week too if you guys are interested, as long as I have them in stock here at the shop. Happy to do that for you guys. If not, we'll probably call it a day. I can start sorting. I should have these for you guys no later than Saturday. I'll post on my page once they're available, so you guys can come in and grab them. Some of you have quite a few breaks here. If you want to come in and get those, if you want to make other arrangements, let me know. But I'm not seeing that anybody else wants a personal or anything like that, so I will call it a night, it looks like, guys. I appreciate all of you. Hopefully no more Bob Seymour going forward. Hope you guys have a great week, and I will see you all next week. Take care.